Welcome to the second act of your divorce. So if you're here, you've left, you've survived those first couple months on your own, building out a new life, and you're going to find out really quickly that leaving is the easy part. This stage is about war. Now it's lawyers, it's about money, it's about two different versions of events. You might not recognize one of the versions. It's weeks without your kids, probably not agreed upon. There might be a rage that scares you a lot, and you might be sitting in a chair where you feel nothing but grief. This is the war, and this is the longest, ugliest stretch of the whole thing. Nobody can prepare you for what it really looks like. It's something you have to go through, and you can't really explain it to somebody else either. This is the part where a lot of men break, or they become something they can't stand. So if Act One was leaving, this is what happens after that door closes. There's a grind, there's a fight, there's an empty house. And all that stuff underneath, it turns out that it's older than your marriage. We're going to talk about it in order, same as the last stage. It's going to be the machine and the money. There might be a day she recasts you as a villain in her story. And what to do with the rage and what to do with your body when it comes. The hard part is the fathering through the middle of it and the time the house is too quiet. So you can watch the rest of these videos in this section in order or grab the one that's most on fire today. As you go through this stage, the discipline here is going to be, this is the hardest thing. The war is going to remake you. It's going to turn you into something that you don't know, that you don't understand, you weren't predicting. And it's going to be completely unexpected. You're going to resist it. You're probably going to fight it. It's going to make you feel really unsafe. And it's going to feel like you're being forced into something. But that's the whole point of going down into something this hard. You don't come back the same man, and you shouldn't want to. The danger isn't never getting changed. It's what you change into, and you can steer that. This war is probably going to hand you every reason to harden into the wrong thing. If she's cruel to you, if she paints you in a way that isn't true, you're going to want to match her. You're going to want to lie. You're going to want to hit back. You're going to want to try to win it and turn into something you can't stand. And that's one way you can go. And I remember I was sitting in my worst days and I was thinking about how in order to win this, I had to stare into the abyss and have the abyss stare back. And I didn't want to get to that depth of cruelty that I felt like I was having from my ex. And I decided I would rather lose money than become what I thought I needed to become in order to win. There's a different way to go. If you let it forge you and turn into a man with a spine, a boundary, someone honest, someone who has something left in him worth handing down to your kids. In order to do this, you have to answer through the right channels and not from your wound. You have to go through the fire, through the pain, feel the feelings, and don't just come out as the thing you were fighting. The same fire that forges a blade can also warp it. And this whole act comes down to which one it does to you. At some point, right when you're sure it's all about her or the court or the lawyers, you're going to realize what you were missing. Maybe it's your parents who didn't bless you. Maybe it's a ritual you never got. This war is going to break you open to it. You're going to have a realization that I didn't get something. This stage is not about the detour, it's the actual descent into it. The marriage is the surface. This is the floor. This is the bottom. The more you resist this descent, the harder it will dig in. This stage is all about learning to listen to what you're being told. I've been there. I've been to the floor. It's the only reason to listen to me. Not because I won, not because I beat anyone, but because I climbed down into the worst of it and I came back as a man I can live with. The other side of this war isn't winning her back or crushing her in court, coming up with some speech that everybody applauds at. It's not turning your kids against her. You don't want. It's a lot quieter than that. It's a boundary held and freedom that doesn't depend on how the case goes. So follow the videos in this segment. Start with the grind, the lawyers, the money, the machine. That's the next video, and that's where the war actually begins. Follow along so you don't go down this path alone. This is the hardest part, and nobody should be here without a trail to follow. One step at a time. Let's go.